Hello. I want to say divine feminine, but I also kind of want to say milady. Almost feels, I don't know, it feels more fun, I guess. It's funny because I find myself in this weird, I don't even have words for it, this weird space. I just went through, I don't know, I feel like the best that can be described as a part of a shadow storm of some kind. I feel like every misdeed I've ever done has come up to kick me in the butt. And every lie, every twist of the truth, every ambiguity, everything, all of it, every inappropriate slip of the tongue, shall we say. And I think the only thing that, I mean, I guess I'm kind of getting to a place where I feel grateful for that anyways, but I oddly feel extra grateful because even though I took my licks and lumps for everything that I've done, there's just something about the craziness of what happened that everybody else also got caught. Everybody around me for every one of their misdeeds. And I know you played your part in it. I'm not mad. I'm mad at myself. But I don't know. I'm still kind of shaken because the stuff that I found out. I mean, part of me even wonders if it could be true. But I know that the karmic feminines, I mean, they were doing magic, and I don't. Part of me is torn because I feel like I still have trouble even believing in that sort of thing being real. But I also know, I mean, if somebody as incredible as you can exist in this world and do, I don't know, feminine, I don't know what to say. I feel like I've wasted so much of my time watching you. Not that it's a waste, just like, I feel like in your glow up, you've been so mesmerizing that I could have been spending all this time working on me and rising up to match you. And instead, I was just so mesmerized watching you that it's like I just let everything else around me fall apart because I was upset that I made another mess and got tied in with another codependent mess. And you were doing so well. I admit it. I've been jealous as hell. I'm trying to do my best to have some sort of way to have something to show for myself as things just fell further and further apart. And then the spell stuff, I mean, because I feel like, I know I drank a lot. And I know my memory's already weird from childhood traumas and then drinking and stuff, but I usually have a far better memory than this. And there's just so many inconsistencies and even weirdnesses, ways that I behave that, I mean, I know you said it's not like me, and I sit there and look at it and I say, yeah, that's not like me either. And so then I don't know, like, maybe it could be true. I feel like I'm mad about it on principle because, like, they owned up to it. Like, they said that they did it. They tried to say it was for my own good and other bullshit like that. And it's like, even if it wasn't real enough to actually affect me, I'm like pissed on principle. Like, one, why couldn't you just trust me? Like, I feel like I hurt you so bad in giving some of my best effort to these people. Like, I felt bad because I felt like if I was to drop them to go back to you, like my heart has wanted me to do this whole fucking time, that would be fucked up of me. That they deserve to have my genuine effort put into this in the way that I wanted to give it to you, because I couldn't stand the idea of you seeing me go into something else and then treat it the same fucking way that I did with us. And then I don't know, I feel like I remember several times like I was done. I was done. I feel like we talked about it. I feel like I told you I was done. And like getting out of it, and then it's like, I don't know, like even after I quit drinking. I mean, I had maybe an occasional drink on the weekend for a long time, and it just still, the memories didn't go away, the headaches didn't go away. And then somehow I've been just sleeping all the fucking time. And like, I mean, I was just kind of blaming it on depression and stuff, but I think it was more than that. I don't know. I just know that if they would be willing to do something like that, I mean, obviously they'd be more than willing to lie to me and trick me. And I feel like somehow I don't know, if nothing else, it just exhausted me until I had nothing left. And to be honest, I'm embarrassed that you've been telling the truth about basically me getting abused by them. It's strange because in the society, it's like seen as so much more manly to be a player than to be the kind of guy that gets abused by women. And I think you're the only one that's ever seen that abuse isn't assigned at birth to gender, and that I have gotten myself into those situations before. But you know what? I also, I feel like that's what I get for for staying in it and for being so ashamed of myself for being in that position again, that I didn't speak the truth and that I treated you more like crap to hide it. And see, but see, I mean, that's even like, I mean, I wouldn't have gone out and told everybody, but I mean, I feel like you know me, I would not have come to you and told you I was done. I mean, I specifically stayed away from telling you I was coming to you because I didn't know how they were keeping me coming back exactly. I mean, I knew it was through a lot of chaos and emotional blackmail and tying me into legal shit, but there was something else there. I don't really know. And part of me feels like even going there, even in my head, is like pushing off accountability, you know? And that's something you've gotten on me a lot about. I don't want to do that. I want to own my choices. I don't know how to explain it. It feels so strange because it feels like, I mean, if I had to, like, they won't give me details. I know they didn't do it themselves. They had to have hired somebody. It might have been someone in the pirate circus that I know that wouldn't be beyond doing stuff like that. But I feel like they did some sort of weird ass love spell on me where, like, I was supposed to only keep my eyes on her and, or on select people and be pissy at everyone else or just completely like phase out of everyone else. And now it's weird because I feel like all I can think about is you. And I was already thinking about you a lot before, so now it's like crazy. And I mean, I feel like you just drop truth bombs on everybody and then like you're all peace out. And now like it was like almost like the 4th of July show, and then it was done. And like now you're back to your glow up, just doing your thing. And you're not even mad. You're not like any of the rest of them. You're not tearing me down. You're not chasing after me. You're not. I mean, granted, I could tell you're emotional. That scares me because not your emotions necessarily, but because I know that I deserve some of those emotional words. Probably not just some, like a lot of them. And I realized in everything that's been happening and still is happening that a ton of people threw you under the bus, and I was the asshole who started to believe them over time. And I have to own that I believed them because I was jealous. I mean, I know it's not exactly like you have a ton under your name yet, but you spent all that time working on yourself, taking those rose scented showers and baths, playing with your tarot cards. There was quite some time to where I know I was teasing you about Miss Cleo and stuff, but I feel like everybody was making fun of you. Like they felt like Miss Cleo was a scam, and I didn't want to tell them that I didn't feel like she was, and I didn't feel like you were. But then I don't know. I guess over time they just had me convinced that, I mean, you were openly witchy, doing things like that. That you were the one that was doing stuff that, I don't know. I guess it just played upon my fear that real love doesn't exist in the first place, and so it must be a trick. I know we used to fight about stuff like that, and I didn't really realize it until recently that, I mean, even though we're not different cultures per se, like our families are, it's funny, there's so much alike, and yet there are also different cultures too. Like, I mean, I know you don't have it easy with your family. I know. I see. I hear. But there certainly are elements that are at least slightly different, and I guess at least your family pretends to believe in love. Mine doesn't even go there. Like anything that looks anything remotely like it, whether love of a friend or a family member, certainly of a lover, it's not. It's immediately assumed to be a trick. And see, feminine, that's where I'm so torn on how to feel because I feel like unless we went through the experience exactly the way that we did, I wouldn't understand that. I didn't see where I got it from. I didn't know why I didn't trust. I just knew that it felt so good that it felt like if it was taken away, it would hurt so bad. And that must mean that it was a trick. Now I can see it. But I'm also in this like weird, I feel like it's sort of like a groggy dreamlike state. I don't know. I've been a complete brat lately, to be honest. And I've been avoiding you because I know that you do not deserve any more grief from me. And I know that it's hard for you to not hear from me. And not that you're needy in that way. I recognize, and nobody else may recognize, but I recognize you could have gone a lot longer without communicating with me. I recognize that you kept reaching out because you didn't want me to feel abandoned. When you knew that I was getting mistreated and you knew that everybody else was stabbing me in the back and you knew that they wanted to see me fall. And I didn't know that you still cared that much, that you were really, that it was that hard for you to keep yourself focused on your path. But you know what? You know, it's funny, feminine. I'll even own it. I've been leaning into my own dark side. I've been an exceptional brat lately. And after all the kind of bullshit that these karmics have been playing on me, on you, using the kids, things like that, like, I've been like, y'all ain't shit and you ain't never going to compare to my divine feminine. Like, they keep wanting to bounce up on me and get me to do more and do stuff. And I'm like, you know what? It's enough. It's enough. Haven't you done enough? Like, she's been out there working on herself. And yeah, she's a human. She's got feelings. She loves me, but she was never doing shit to y'all. Never. And you're never going to be able to compare to her. Even, yeah, sure, you got me stuck. You got me in all sorts of fucking legal binds. You can take my fucking money. You can do all my shit, but you're still never going to fucking compare to my divine feminine. And that's right. I say my divine feminine. And to you, and I don't know, I'm hoping to say it in real life soon, but for right now, all I can do is send out these thoughts to channelers is that I'm sorry. And that I remember. I do remember you. I do know who you are. I do see you. I do feel you. And there's a part of me that wants to say I'm sorry that I've forgotten. A part of me that also doesn't want to apologize for something that wasn't my fault. So I know that this whole mess is my fault. Like, I was too scared to stand on my own. Like a man, and then I had to go around talking about how being here made me be like a man, and I don't even like that's not even something that I would freaking say. That's what I mean. Like, why the hell would I say something like that? And least of all to you don't deserve that. I look back at our time together and I see I was never more of a man than when I was with you. And of the amount of times that I have been a man here, it's because of what I learned with you. And stupidly, naively, I tried to put all my best effort into this and to even honor what you asked me to do, to be honest with you, tell you things as I felt them in the moment, and not hide them from you. And I know you didn't have perfect moments. I know you did react sometimes. It was kind of adorable, to be honest, because there were times I wasn't sure if you still really cared, and I didn't want to be that guy that was like testing you to see if you cared all the time because I don't know, I felt like once I got pulled into commitment on this side, I didn't want it to be a false commitment. I didn't want it to be like what I did to you. And so I tried to find that place in the middle, but I can't deny it felt good to see that you did still care. It was weird though because I mean you I feel like I feel like the karmics and even myself have been trying to pigeonhole you into which one of these pirate feminines you're like. And we'll be like, because like all women are the same apparently in the culture of my family, and you're not. You're you. You've always been you. You've always been different. And it's so sexy as fuck to watch you embracing that. Releasing anyone and everyone and anything that's like not aligned with exactly what you want. Just like you. No one, well, you're the only person I know that could talk about how much you love yourself and how amazing you are. And I know that not a single darn person who sees it, least of all healed people, they see nothing but love for them too. They see good examples. They don't see conceit. They don't see any lack of empathy. Look at you. You've always done amazing things. I've always, to be quite honest, been very envious of you. When we were together and the times we've spent together, it's been hard because I found myself more upset that you're doing better than me. Like, somehow you managed to move on without forgetting me, and like to get healthier and more emotionally stable without hating me, without doing any of the BS games that anyone else does. And when you do play, when you do get dramatic, you're nothing like anyone else. Like, I feel like you've done it a few times, not because you had to, but just to show me what it would look like if you were to get dramatic. And I feel like in every moment that you've done it, it's proven that any times that anyone else did it, when they were all serious about it, was still nonsense. You just have that way. Like, I don't even know how to put words to it. And it's odd because in this weird dreamy like space, like I said, I feel like it's almost, I don't know, it's almost like as if I was being drugged or something, and then like waking up from it and all these memories coming in. And now I just feel ashamed because like, how could I ever forget who you were, who you are to me, who you are to a lot of people. But then I realized I did the one thing that you asked me not to do, which was to forget myself. And I'll find the words to tell you about all the details of it at some point. There were some things that happened that I've been ashamed to talk about. And I gave up. And there's some words that you said, which I recognize now, were partly in your own effort to be able to heal yourself. Not just so that you could be doing the amazing stuff that you're doing now, but just because you deserve that. And I feel like I guess I took things too literally and too seriously. And I let it get deeper into me than I think you meant for it to be. But man, feminine, you got away with words sometimes, though. I feel like you're the only one that can slice into my heart, whether it's a sentence or like 7 paragraphs. And either way, I feel like all the memories are coming back in. I feel like whatever you did and all the things you didn't do, it reconnected me with my feelings. And I didn't realize I was disconnected from them. Now it feels like all of my feelings are back in such an intense way. And so are the memories. So are the realities. I don't know, feminine. There's a lot of ugly stuff going on around me that I gotta take care of right now. I have no idea what sort of plan, if there ever was a plan, that could get me out of this and help me find the right words to make up everything to you, even though I feel like you don't even need it at this point. I feel like I need you to need it. How awful is that? I feel like I see you as so healed that I could probably walk up to you right now still entangled in all this shit and be like, woman, I love you. We're a thing, okay? And you'd be like, all right, because you can handle any situation and you have healthy boundaries and you're not attached to the same 3D shit. But I feel like I need you to be mad at me more. I feel like I need you to almost be like to like smile at me so that I know that I'm right, but then also to be like, no, I'm not gonna do it because you've been naughty, or something. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I'm so used to it being different. I'm not used to having somebody that genuinely cares about me that much and genuinely does not like need anything from me or demand that I bow down to them or give them all my money or any of that. Like, I feel like you baffle me and you bedazzle me and you inspire me and just I guess I just still love the way that you love me. Like, that you know how to be a fool for love. I don't know if I mean, like I said, I got some stuff to take care of. Somehow I feel like, whereas in the past all my thoughts were about begging you to keep having faith in me, that at this point, I feel like I could tell you to give up on me all I want and you still wouldn't. You would hold the faith. And something about that is exactly what I need to feel right now. Because I know it starts first in my mind, and I'm already looking at things that they're going to be easier to work out than I expect. I'm just, I don't know, I guess the only thing I really can think to do is just surrender to spirit and surrender to my heart, like you suggested I do a long time ago, and like you have courageously and inspirationally been doing. I don't know how many different kinds of detours that'll lead me on before I get to walk up and hug you. But that's the thing on my mind that I've been dreaming about most. Just a deep, long hug. Maybe if you let me, I can kiss you on the side of your forehead. But mostly, I just want that hug. I've been missing it for so long. I feel like an asshole for trying to suggest that we could hug again as long as people didn't know. I'm real good at making a jerk out of myself, huh?